Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to this awful, awful game. Oh, here we go. Watch out if you're wearing headphones, especially. The volume might be kind of loud here. There's no music on the title screen. But when I hit play, it might be a little loud. It's not too bad. I do need to take it down a bit, though. So this game, we played this last night. This game had me absolutely furious by the end of the night. So, of course, we've got to go back to it. This game, if you're not familiar with it, this game is WarioWare. And it's got a ton of mini games. And the thing is with the mini games unlock in the single play mode. So that's how you know, that's how you track your progress. How you doing in the game. So far as the content is, you need to get all the games unlocked in the single player mode. We have all of them unlocked except one. This one. The only way to get them unlocked is to have them come up randomly in the story mode and to beat them. And I've gotten a few attempts at this one in story mode, but I don't know what to do and I don't know how to beat it. So every time I see it, I just fail. And sometimes it takes hours before this one even comes up. So it's a bad situation to be in. A really bad situation. So we're going to grind playthroughs of this until I get that unlocked. I'm not happy about this. I returned just in time, just to not see more Wipeout 2. Yeah, we finished Wipeout 2, Zergling. Wipeout 2 is alright. It has much more competent gameplay. I know you saw a little bit of it, but my summary is still basically the same. The gameplay is more competent, but the overall game is a worse experience because there's very little to it. Yeah, Wipeout 2 was kind of a disappointment overall. It's too easy, it's too brief. It's really easy. It's really easy. I'm happy that the battery in this cartridge still works. I was a little worried it wouldn't. There was no like save data left over so far as I could tell from the previous owner when we booted it up, and I thought that might be a sign that the internal battery was dead. Oh, I failed. I saw enough of Wipeout 2 to have a good idea of what it was in glorious 160p. I was trying to conserve Wi-Fi. Gave up hearing you, though. I appreciate the effort, certainly. Fireworks show's pretty good, better than the usual one we go to. Want to visit that one next year, if the kids still want to go. It was whaley noisy out there. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Zergling. It's been a couple years since I've gone to a big fireworks show. They can be alright, but big crowds and loud noises just really aren't my thing. The best scenario for me is like to see a fireworks show from a far distance away. Even if you don't want to go, your kid will eventually. And I assume that would, you know, I'd like to assume that would make it worthwhile. But I definitely don't feel compelled to go for my own sake. Kind of like you do birthdays and Christmases more seriously for kids, too. Oh, way off. That was my fault. I know how to win that one. So the game that we need to unlock is in the hodgepodge category, and that category can't even. I don't think that category is even in the rotation until you're like halfway through the story mode. So what we've got to do is play until we get far enough along that we start seeing hodgepodge games. And then I need to intentionally fail the dance battle so that we keep repeating late game stages until we get the RNG we need to roll the last game and beat it. That's the strategy. Awesome. I'm not trying to lose this, I just am. Frustrating. Everything I do is bad, apparently. Hey, Nato, welcome in. How did Star Fox Adventures treat you? Hopefully well. I haven't been tuning into any of those streams. I've seen you live a few times, but I haven't been tuning into any of those because I want to play that game someday. I haven't yet. I don't want to get it spoiled for me. But I hope it's been treating you real well. It's interesting. We just finished it tonight. 95%. I'm trying to 100% this game, and it's a nightmare. I'm at the mercy of the worst RNG I've ever been subject to. I have one micro game to unlock, and the only way to unlock it is to have it randomly come up in the story mode game rotation, and to clear it when it does. And the thing is, it only shows up in the rotation about 1 out of every 3,000 games. And I don't know how to beat it, so on the rare chances I do see it once every couple hours, I don't know how to beat it. So I fail it every time I see it. It's really bad. I'm not exaggerating by that much either. I literally went a 2-hour stretch last night without even seeing the game once. I was gonna try and 100% it, but apparently once you get to the last level, you can't leave and go back to pick up the things you missed. I hate that. I hate games that are like that. Well, by the time I play it, I hopefully will have forgotten that, and then I can be outraged when I rediscover it myself firsthand. There's nothing quite like quite like a good explosion of outrage against a game, right? I think sometimes I fail those dance stages because I play with a Nintendo 64 controller, but I'm using the D-pad, and I think because the joystick's a little worn in, that sometimes the game reads joystick inputs that I'm not actually making, and that they override my D-pad inputs. I wonder if I could just open up the N64 controller and just take one of my N64 controllers and just remove the joystick for when I'm playing GBA games. Probably could. Hope that didn't qualify as a spoiler. It kind of is. I'm not bent out of shape about it though, Nato. It's fine. It is the kind of thing I wouldn't want to be told while I was playing a game, but you know, no worries. Shoutouts to our friend Nato, by the way. If you're not following Nato Fett, do yourselves a favor. It is a fantastic stream he's got over there. He likes challenging himself to tough games like the kind of stuff we like over here, and also doing more casual playthroughs of things from time to time. Big retro guy. Playing Tears of the Kingdom though. So occasional new stuff, and a Super Metroid speedrunner. Speaking of hard games, with a PB of a PB solidly sub 1 hour. and gets Greg's vote of approval as well. So if you don't believe me, believe Greg. No, you're fine. You're fine, Nato. You're fine. I'm not worried about it. Appreciate you looking out for me, though. Definitely. I am a madman. I am a madman about the spoiler stuff. Yeah, I actually saw you yesterday morning, Nato, because I was playing this game last night. I was playing this game last night, and I was trying to 100% it in one sitting, and I got to this last micro game I have to unlock, and I just couldn't do it. And I stayed up for like 2 extra hours on my stream. I streamed so late last night, and I was furious. I was in a hurricane of rage because I just couldn't get this finished, and I killed my stream at the end. We didn't raid another channel, and that's pretty rare for me. It's been months since I've ended a stream without a raid, and if I'd known you were live, I would have raided your channel. But I didn't even expect to look for you because I'm not used to seeing you at that time. So I'm sorry about that. I would have come your way with the raid. It would have been a nice place to unwind. But I didn't expect it, so I didn't look. And I was bent into pretzels of agony. Well, but I'll know now to keep an eye out for you. By the way, as for this game, Frownie shows he has much more patience than I ever will. The hassle in getting the last minigame, I'd quit long ago. No game is worth 100% if it means that much jank and RNG. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I don't enjoy the process, but I just want to do it so that we can say we did, you know? Hodgepodge, there you go. Hodgepodge is the category we need, but the actual game I need? I don't know. Yep, Frownie's behavior is a warning, not an example. 100% circling. I say that myself. Alright, so Hodgepodge can now show up, so we'll start failing some of these dances. This music reminds me a little bit of Sweet Child of Mine. I keep hearing that song in this one. I didn't hear the connection. Can almost hear Axl Rose. I did Zergling. Well done, very well done with the fire. And of course, I'm always going to be in favor of a purple gemstone. The fire, the blazing fire pit made me think of Hercules on the Nintendo 64. And now you can't unhear it, Nado says. I didn't point it out. But one of the songs in Lizzie McGuire 2 reminded me of it's a part in the opening number to Matilda the musical. The song Miracle from that musical. There was a part in one of the songs in that game that sounded just like that. But I missed my opportunity to share it. That might be a somewhat more obscure pull too. I don't know if there would be as many people that would have that soundtrack in their mental jukebox. Gonna get some coffee, Greg says. Right on. We're gonna be at this for a while, so I'm glad I have coffee to get me through. – hodgepodge is the category we need. So every time that word comes up, like, my hopes get raised, and then I see it's not even the game I want, and my hopes get dashed. The games themselves are not randomized. Like that whack-a-mole game that we just played, he always pops up in the same order every single time. So, like, once you memorize the game, you really have memorized it. There's no variety within the micro games. I don't know if WarioWare is also like that or not, but it just magnifies the tedium of this task. Happy 4th of July, everyone. We're going to take a break from the jank tomorrow, by the way. Plan for tomorrow night's stream is to play Jump King and Battletoads. I mean, Battletoads is pretty janky, so... How much of a break are we really taking? You see, if this wasn't an infuriating garbage game, there would be some sort of logic to the minigame rules to give you a higher probability chance of getting the ones you need, not a lower one. That monkey has a disturbingly human face. No judgment if you just want to switch to Toads now. This is like watching torture. If I were to give up on this, if I gave up on this mission, you would never let me live it down, Zergling. Every night you would be like, remember that Lizzie McGuire game you gave up on? I would let you live it down as I'm the one who encouraged it. I guess that does give me a fairly powerful rebuttal. I mean, hey, maybe we'll both get what we want. Maybe I'll beat this and there'll still be time to play some Toads tonight. You never know. It's only 2 a.m. If I got this beat in the next, what, hour? I'd happily do a couple hours of Toads before we quit. $45 streams. That brings it up to 142. This game is trash. Thank you very much, Zergling. This is it. But I don't know how to beat it. I don't know what you're supposed to do. That's the one we need, though. That's how it goes every time. No hugs for Frownie. Oh, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. This is worse. This is easily one of the worst things I've done. This is easily one of the worst things I've ever done in video games. Like, it's so irritating. It's so irritating because it's so completely out of my control. Like, It's like watching cutscenes in video games. It's just like I have no autonomy. This is actually a really decent game. Like, it's pretty fun to learn in these little micro games. Just playing it casually, but this quest for all the unlocks just completely ruins it. It's soul crushing. Frownie's special ability to make fun games not fun strikes again. I'm really good at that. I just pull the fun out of everything I play. I just squeeze out the fun like a grapefruit. Would it be the worst thing ever to just try this an hour a stream so it doesn't become completely miserable? Kind of like how you do Jump King a lot of the time. I mean, that might be what I have to do. The worst thing about that, and I mean, we haven't been playing this for even an hour tonight. The worst thing about that is that every time I turn it off, I have to redo the first half of the story mode pointlessly. You know, that's like 10 minutes. That's like 10 whole minutes wasted. Oh, how long have we been playing this tonight? 20 minutes? I forgot what an optimized, no time wasted ever gamer you are, Frownie. I forgive you, Zergling. I just want to get the game. I just want to get the game finished. I just want to complete it so I can put it away and never think about it again. A lot of leaky pipes in this game. What? What does Lizzie have against cheerleaders anyway? Yeah, they're always the villains, it seems. You know what's funny is people keep telling me that I'm gonna have to teach my son to play and appreciate retro games. How in the world is that gonna be possible when these are the kind of retro games I play? No child of mine is going to be able to stand retro video games or video games of any type. Fact of the matter is, some kids are more inclined toward video game greatness than others. think my son will say I'll never play a video game. I hate video games. Video games killed my father. And that was the level up jingle for Ragnarok Online. I know that Horn Toot Anywhere Vanilla says. I don't have the necessary reference point, unfortunately. I trust your judgment. I marked the time. The stream was at 3 hours and 5 minutes, roughly. The last time we saw the minigame that I need to unlock. So we're 15 minutes out from that. I'm just kind of watching, because when we see it again, I'm going to see how much time passed. You can get multiple hodgepodges in a single round. I think I've gotten as many as 3 in the same round. Even if it did, I don't really know what the best, like, efficient way to back out of a round is. The only way I know for sure to restart a stage is by failing the dancing game. If we fail enough mini-games, we do lose, but I don't know what the consequence of that is. I don't know if you restart the stage you're on, or if you have to restart the whole story mode. That balance game there is maybe the dumbest game in the whole game. All you do is hold left on the D-pad. Like, you don't even have to balance anything. Clearing some of these with record speed. If you pay attention to how frequently we see some of these mini games that are not the one I need, it's devastating. It's devastating, because while I'm waiting for the one I want to come, I will play through some of the other ones dozens of times. Oh yeah, lipstick game, the game where the monkey collects the jelly beans. Oh my goodness. We just see them again and again and again and again. The one where you shoot that arrow at the Homecoming King. We never see the one I want, but we see all these other ones. Over and over and over and over and over and over. It's devastating. I'm trying not to pay attention to this too much, to be honest, Circling says. I hope someone makes a retro achievement set for this game. Do you like French toast? Loyal asks. Yeah, I like French toast quite a bit. It's hard to decide. It's hard to decide if I like French toast or waffles more. They're both really good. Had it for dinner tonight, so I asked. Right on. I haven't been having a lot of, like, carb and sugar heavy type foods. So, French toast isn't really on the menu for me, but, it's definitely a wonderful treat. Definitely a wonderful treat when I do get to have it every now and then. Chicken and waffles is my favorite. Can't go wrong there either. I haven't seen this minigame in a while. Charge. Chozo, did you beat Wipeout 2 already? I did. Wipeout 2 is okay, but it has very little content. Excuse me. The gameplay is a lot more polished than Wipeout 1. But it's severely lacking in content. Wipeout 2. So I would say it's worth playing, but it's not a very robust experience. We were done with it in less than 2 hours. Thank you for the GG. There is a Wipeout 3. There is a Wipeout 3. We'll probably play that next week. Probably on Monday. Monday or Tuesday. We might do something different on Monday. I haven't decided. I don't think that far ahead, but definitely next week. Wipeout 3. I guess I'll go ahead and spoil. There's a Wipeout 4 as well. But the fourth one might only be a multiplayer game. The fourth one looks like it could be multiplayer only, so we might not be able to play that for this stream. That means they all sold well. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, and I'm only planning to play the ones on the Wii, because there are Wipeout games on other platforms, which I think would be a bit different, but I'm only doing Wii games for Wipeout. There's some on the 360 that are Kinect exclusives. I might do those sometime down the line, but I don't have any plans to do them currently. Grandmas everywhere got to enjoy their favorite physical game show. Hey, I would have enjoyed. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say I would have enjoyed the Wipeout games back then, but I don't know. I didn't like playing trash games as much. Like, how long ago was that? 20 years ago? My taste for playing trash games is something that's developed over time. I'm not so sure that's a good thing, liking trash games, Greg says. Hey, it just means there's a lot of games out there for me to enjoy. If you only like good video games, your options are much more limited. There's a lot more bad games than there are good games. True, but in this case, I'll stick with my limited options. Did we get this game twice in the same round? Look at that. That bucket on the head game? I think they came up twice in the same round. It won't give me the one I need, but it'll give me ones I don't. Over and over and over and over and over and over again. RNG for you. Yeah. It's a bad experience. It's a real bad experience. Puts me in a bad state of mind. It's been half an hour, by the way. It's been half an hour since we've seen the game I need to unlock. Failure. I'm progressing through the stages. I'm gonna clear the game. I have an idea that might save us some time. I don't know. It's hard to know. It's hard to tell. I've had this one at least twice. Come on. Ugh. Had this one 3 times. Three hodgepodge in a row, and none of them are the one I need. Life is unbearable. Life is unbearable. How? How could it do this to me? Hey, Lord Malachite Fogelman. I called it too. I predicted right at the start that this is what was going to happen, and now it's been hours across 2 nights, grinding for one minigame. I hate being right all the time. It's an unbearable curse. Fourth hodgepodge this round. Still not the one I need. We'll go ahead and repeat this. We'll go ahead and repeat this stage. It seems like the hodgepodge is in heavy rotation. I'm sure that's all coincidence. Frownie in 2050. He becomes a new Santa at the local shopping mall. First kid sits on his lap and asks for a PlayStation 10. Frownie responds, "Shh, that's a spoiler." Frownie fanfic lore needs to be a thing. I don't think I agree with that, Chozo. Invent spoilers for you. Invent scenarios for you to be spoiled in. Hodgepodge. Not the one we need. Never the one we need. And here I thought you'd never be back, Gamervid says. I can't leave something unfinished. I can't leave something this terrible unfinished. I should correct myself. We have given up games before on the stream. We've given up much better games. It's pretty rare. We've probably given up. We've definitely given up fewer than 10. Maybe fewer than 5. Just know I have good intentions. No worries, Gabe and Fit. I'm not feeling offended or anything. Hodgepodge. Wrong one. Repeat wrong one. Wrong one. Repeat wrong one. How is that a failure? I was between the two lines. I did that one right, and I was still wrong. Hodgepodge. Wrong one. Repeat wrong one. They're all repeat. They're all repeat wrong ones. That's what it's doing. It's not giving me the one I need, but it's repeating ones I don't. See, that's why it's impossible. And the rare It's already so rare for the category I need to come up, and then when it does, it's not even the right game. It's just mocking me. It's just mocking me. This game is absolutely self-aware. It is intentionally choosing to harass me. This is like using a laser pointer on a cat? I thought they liked that. Just when you think you've got it. Oh, I see, yeah. No, that is a good comparison. Just when you think you've got it, you don't. Awesome. Oh, look at that. We got it, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Naybort Jams, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. Shoutouts to Board Jams. I didn't even know you, I don't even think I knew that you streamed. Well, I must have known at one point because I'm already following you. I've never... I can't recall when the last time I saw you live was, though. Looks like you were playing that Scooby-Doo game. Hope it was fun. I want to try making suggestions, but I won't. Yeah, don't worry, Game and Fit. Thank you for holding off. I have an idea. I have an idea. I was kind of really stupid in wasting that attempt. Got to reset our clock now. It's been now it's 3:48. So it took us about 40 minutes to see that minigame again. So I get to attempt that minigame about once every 40 minutes. If that, you know, if that holds consistent. I get to attempt every other minigame about once every 2 minutes, but the one I need, about once every 40. Wasn't working. The game wasn't showing at all at first. Technical difficulties. So, the thing is about that minigame that I can't seem to win. Like, the only thing I think you can do is press the A button. And when you press the A button, Lizzie falls down. And then you lose. And, like, I assume that you're supposed to press the A button when she gets to a certain, like, proximity to the monkey. But it doesn't seem to matter how close or far I am. Like, I've been overlapping him, I've been right next to him, I've been far away from him. No matter where I stand, when I press the A button, she just falls down. So, it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating having no indication of what you're supposed to do. But that seems to be the only button that even does anything. Because I don't seem to have D-pad control. She seems to just walk automatically. So far as when I'm supposed to time my button impress, I don't know. My button input, I don't know, because I've tried everything. And they all just result in her falling down. Thank you for the pistachios, Bort Jams. We'll eat some of those in a moment. I want to clear this story mode first. I don't know how I ever beat that hacky sack one, because I've only succeeded at that once. I've never done it a second time. The first time that one ever showed up, I cleared it first try, and I've never been able to try it since. And I've had it come up about 50 or so times. Yeah, this is the final level. Oops. Playing this is exhausting. Could I just stand over here and be safe? You can. That makes that one even easier. This music sounds like the final boss music in Splatterhouse 1. 1. Hey, Retro Toaster, welcome in. Cheese strats. Cheese strats unlocked. Alright, so my thought is if I go to this play mode, this lets us grind through minigames a little faster. And since I can't figure out what to do in that one hodgepodge minigame, I think I should play in this mode until it comes up and I'm able to beat it. It won't count for the unlock, but I think I'll get more attempts more quickly in this mode. And then I can at least learn whatever it is I'm supposed to do. Oh yeah, I was supposed to have some pistachios, I forgot. I'll have to do it after I fail this. We're already close. It'd be really nice if it were set to not repeat a game until they had all been used. I guess I say that, but then, well, I don't know. It would probably make the one I need last in the queue every time anyway, so it wouldn't do me a lot of good. We sure are getting a lot of hodgepodge games, though. The fishing one, the vacuum, the fireworks, those are all hodgepodge. think that's a new PB for number of games cleared in this mode. I think 39 was my previous. Hodgepodge. Hey, Master Tuesday, welcome in. Thank you for the 7 stream streak. Always appreciated. May the 5th be with you. I realize I butchered the joke twice over. Dial is the dial one. There's a hodgepodge as well. So I think we've seen every game in the hodgepodge category except the one I want to practice, which, you know, just figures. This game is nothing if not consistently awful. Ooh, I always fail this one. I'm gonna set a world record for highest number of rounds cleared in this game. I want to be the #1 on the planet, and I'm still never gonna see the game I need to practice. And out of the 400 times we play, half of them are this. Oh my goodness. Life is an impossible burden. Gonna head out to have dinner. Right on. Thank you again for the raid board jams. Enjoy your dinner, and hopefully we'll see you again, my friend. Oh, we failed. 96 games, and didn't get to practice the one I need even once. I hate this game. Let's have those pistachios now, finally. That's a high score that's going to be difficult to top. And the thing is, I don't even care about the high score. I just wanted to roll the one game I need to practice. So many rapid tap games this time. So many rapid tap games this time. Play ball. I do know for a fact, by the way, that unlocked games are still eligible to be in the pool in the free play mode. I do know that for a fact. Yeah, what a great minigame. Mash a button until you're done eating a pizza slice. It's a pretty amazingly terrible when you think about it for even a moment. That's only the second time I've ever won that hacky sack game. What an unbearable slog this is. Oh. Yeah, the violence enacted against cheerleaders in these games is it's indefensible. Is everyone having a good time? Everyone having fun? Oh my. Oh, I failed that one? Ow. Round 100. great. Between the last session and this one, we've gone 200 rounds and haven't seen the minigame I need even once. 200 rounds. Yep, I still have no idea how to even do it. Life is unbearable. I'm so glad it isn't me having to do all this. I wish I wasn't doing it. I wish I wasn't even watching it. I wish I'd never heard of this game. Fail. I finally saw it. You know, 216 mini games in. I'm no closer to figuring it out. Another 200 games, maybe I'll get to see it again. Look, this one spawned 5 rounds apart. I got a repeat of that one. Oh, and this one too. Excellent. But the one I need, wait several hundred in between each attempt. I hate this game. I hate this game. It's unbearable. Everyone who worked on this game is a jerk. No game is worth all this RNG. Oh, it's definitely not. Is it possible they programmed it to show games you're less good at less often? I mean, anything's possible, I guess. There are some really easy ones that don't show up very regularly in the rotation, though. So, I don't know. I would expect that, like, I would expect it wouldn't have a feature like that because that seems like it would be more work to implement. And I'm sure that this game was put together with the absolute minimal amount of work possible. That's probably the first time I've ever been called an overachiever. I think it's the first time we've seen this game tonight. So there are some that are even more elusive than the one I need. But not many. No. Oh, I got it. I'm literally losing my mind just watching this. How in blazes are you still doing this, Frownie? I'm broken inside, Zergling. Whatever it is, it's definitely not random. Like, we say that I'm waiting for RNG, but it's definitely not random, because it could not be like a coincidence that the one I need shows up so rarely if they all have an equally random chance. There is some malicious programming here of some sort that makes it never appear. It appears only enough to taunt me. How did I fail that? The timer didn't run out. That's bogus. No, that's what I was referring to earlier, Zergling, when someday my son will be relating the tragic tale of how video games killed his father. This one in particular. I can't roll the game I need to save my life, but I can roll the same one I don't 3 times in a row. I hate these developers so much. I hope they get their shoelaces caught in their bicycle chains. I have no idea. I have no idea what to do. I can't figure it out. Hey, Gemso, welcome in. That is exactly what this is. Yeah, it's WarioWare, but Lizzie McGuire. And it's horrible. This is an awful... You've stumbled into an awful stream. I've been working on this game for hours, trying to 100% it. And I can't do it because there's one micro game that I can't figure out how to beat. And I only get a chance to play it every, like, 100 or 200 attempts. So I can't figure it out. It takes me a half an hour in between times when I even get to have that one come up. It's miserable. It's absolutely miserable. I think I might hate this game more than Dr. Evil Knievel. I think I really might. At least with Dr. Evil Knievel, I had some say in what happened to me. At least with that one, I wasn't at the mercy of allegedly random RNG. Which is actually a dice that's loaded against me. And don't forget the awesome Dr. Evil laugh at the start of every attempt. Watching this in no context, it's very confusing. I mean, to be fair, I've been here for the whole playthrough, and I can't really say that I'm probably any less confused than you are. This is the free play mode of the game. It just pulls all the micro games randomly with no instructions. I played it so much that I can recognize every game on sight, and I know how to play them all, except one. There's only one game I don't know how to play, and that's what I'm doing is trying to get that one game to come up in the rotation so I can practice it, so I can figure out how in the world you're supposed to play it. But it only comes up once every 100 or 200 games. That's a new record. We're at 121 rounds. 120 was our previous record. I'm getting good at that hacky sack game now. No, it's just the same thing again and again. I don't think that speed changes or anything. Hey, this is the first time we've seen this one. It's the first time we've seen this one since we started doing the free play. I don't know how to do it. That's the one. That's the one that I have to figure out how to do. That one where you follow the monkey around. I don't even know what to do. It's so irritating. It's so irritating. So every time you defeat one of the micro games in story mode, it unlocks it here in the single play. And this is the only one that's still locked. And all I can do is grind the free play mode until I can figure out how to beat it. And then even when I do beat it, I have to go back to story mode and roll it again in the story mode so that I can beat it to unlock it. This is so awful. It's so awful. Look at how frequently we can get some of these games. Some of these mini games show up all the time, but the one that I need doesn't ever show up. I hate everything. I hate everything. I can't even figure out what that dumb game is all about. I hope every monkey on the planet goes extinct. This game has ruined monkeys for me. The same way Echo ruined dolphins. This is not the kind of game that should be a multi-night journey. There were Dark Souls bosses that took me less time than this game. Victory. Victory. I've actually beat it. Now I have to do it in the story mode. It's so stupid. I know what to do. You have to slide into the monkey. I don't know how that's a win. I don't know how that's a winning situation. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this out just to see if we get a new high score for a number of rounds. You know, because I like this game so much. And I also wouldn't mind if that mini game came up again so I could practice it another time or two. Nothing like nothing in this world is consistent. Like the thing is like sometimes you want to collect the food, sometimes you want to avoid the food, and it's just nothing. The only thing that's ever consistent is that cheerleaders are consistently bad in this universe. That's the only thing that's consistent. And actually, it's not that the cheerleaders are bad, it's that Lizzie bullies them. Because I don't even think the cheerleaders are ever shown to be doing anything mean. I don't think I've ever failed that one before. I think that's the first time I've ever missed that one. I don't know why this guy has to like pop out of every dairy product that exists in the game. Anytime there's, I don't know, it weirds me out. Anytime there's like ice cream or milk, that guy has to pop up for some reason. Alright, so now we have to go back to the story mode. I have to roll that minigame in story mode and beat it, and then it'll be unlocked, and then we'll be done. pretty sure Lizzie is supposed to be more than 4 years old. Hey, welcome in, Scarecrow. Thank you for joining us. You're stoic. I'm exhausted. I'm at the I've been suffering with this game for a long time, so it's kind of beaten the chatter out of me. I'm trying to 100% it, and I've been really struggling to figure out one of these micro games. But I just figured out how to beat it, and if I can beat it here in story mode, then it will unlock it and we'll be done. So like I see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's still a distance away, but it's actually there. Where I was in complete darkness up until about 20 minutes ago. Licensed titles are hot trash most of the time, with Disney sometimes being the exception. I know this game is, So this game is actually alright. Like, for what it is, I mean, it's a decent sort of WarioWare knockoff. Like, as something to, like, just pick up and play and like kill like 15 to 20 minutes, you could do a lot worse. It's completely fine, and even like a little bit fun to play for a little while. My big problem is that I had to go and try and 100% the unlocks, and that was sheer agony. Yeah, I've been stuck at basically I've been stuck at 99% for like I don't even know, like 7 hours. But I think we can get it. I think we can get it. I know I have successfully beaten I have successfully cleared the mini game that has been holding me back. I've successfully cleared it once, so I should be able to do it again. I cleared it, but it doesn't count. It doesn't, when you clear it, it doesn't count for the unlock unless you do it in story mode. That's why I have to do it again. Because I wasn't in story mode. Oops. This dance minigame is hypnotic. A lot of aim it games coming up. Three in a row. The game we're looking for is in the hodgepodge category. So whenever we see the word hodgepodge come up, it's time to get excited. It won't, it won't be likely that it's the one that I need, but that's the category we need. Okay, are we on the snowflake level yet? That's what I'm waiting for. Here we go. Alright, so this level here. I'm gonna fail the dance competition over and over and over again until we get the micro game we want. Which I think has its best chance of showing up is, I think, here on the snowflake level. See, we're getting a lot of hodgepodge, but as usual, they're not the one I want. Just have to be patient, wait for it to show up. Hey Scully, welcome in. How are you? I'm alright. I'm very tired. I'm very tired, and I'm ready to be done for the night. But I'm almost done with this game, so I'm gonna hang in there for a little while longer. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Victory. We still have a little bit of playing to do. It's not time to celebrate just yet. It's not time to celebrate just yet. I have to beat the dance competition to lock it in. All right, that should have done it. That should have done it. We have to finish the rest of the story mode as a kind of a formality. But that should have saved. And locked in our clear. The curse is finally lifted, Game and Fit says. Oh my goodness, what a miserable struggle. What a miserable struggle this has been. A thoroughly bad time. Lizzie doesn't even cover her mouth when she sneezes. Gross. One more stage. This music makes me think of that song that says, Duke, 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 Duke of Earl. The trick to that rubber band one is not to try and aim the rubber band at the can, but to try and line it up with the finger. Just don't pay attention to the can at all, just try and line the rubber band up along the length of the finger, and you'll be good. Alright. Beautiful. We don't need to scroll through all of them because we've already done that a lot. This game is so dumb. This game is so dumb. That's it, my friends. The Lizzie McGuire 3 is dead. We finished it. We unlocked all the things. That's 100. I'm calling that 100%. I'm calling this one done. The stream is over for tonight, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm really tired and I want to head to bed. But oh, thank you very much for seeing this through to the end with me. This was ugly. This was awful. This was miserable. It's very good of you to have keeping me company, friends, because I was seriously bent out of shape by this game. This was an awful game. It's a good game, but clearing it was an awful experience. If only Lizzie McGuire 1 wasn't still a thing. Yeah, we gotta go back to Lizzie 1. We'll probably do that next week. So, plan for tomorrow night. I hope to stream tomorrow night. I should be here around 11 p.m.-ish Central Time Zone. Plan for tomorrow night is Jump King and Battletoads. We'll do about half and half for each game for the stream tomorrow night. So, 2 or 3 hours of Jump King and the rest of the time for Battletoads. That's the plan for that. And next week, Wipeout 3, quick revisit, hopefully quick revisit of Lizzie 1, and other various jank. I still gotta work in another Pugsley playthrough, hopefully sooner rather than later before I get too rusty with it. I'd like to try and pass through that game with one heart mode, and we've got to start up another Addams Family game at some point. But with all the jank stuff going on, can't add too much more onto my plate. So we'll head out on a raid. I'm going to send us over to Sarconius. A stream I really enjoy. Sark is no stranger to struggling either. He's been playing Driver 2 and just having a really terrible time with some of these achievements. He's a retro achievement hunter and a titan of the hobby. So we'll wish him luck with his struggles. Be well, my friends. Be well until I get to see you again. Hopefully that'll be real soon. But I'm ready to head out. We're all done over here for tonight. It is time. I already said head out. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.